The story begins with a heart-pounding scene. Earth's sky darkens, as though a storm is rolling in, but it's no natural storm. A fleet of alien ships suddenly emerges from hyperspace. These ships belong to the Zarnak Empire, massive, ominous warships designed for one purpose: invasion. They move into Earth's orbit with terrifying speed, their weapons aimed directly at the planet's most populous cities. On Earth's surface, chaos erupts. People look up in horror as the once blue sky is blotted out by these alien ships. Sirens wail in cities all over the world as buildings crumble from the destructive blasts. The atmosphere is thick with panic, and the streets are flooded with people scrambling to find shelter. They've never faced anything like this before. In the midst of this panic, something unexpected happens. A strange, static-filled signal breaks through the chaos, broadcast across every screen, radio, and device on Earth. The world falls silent for a moment, staring at their screens in confusion. Then, a calm but fierce voice cuts through the static. This is Earth's response. Get ready to fight. The voice is confident. It's the last thing the alien invaders expect. As the sound reverberates across the world, it sends a ripple of hope through the human race. The battle for Earth has just begun, and humanity is far from defenseless. Flashback: Earth has always been considered insignificant by the advanced alien empires that dominate the galaxy. Over the years, humanity has been overlooked, their technological advances modest at best, compared to the grandeur of the alien civilizations. The Zarnak Empire, known for its ruthless conquests, has spent years watching Earth from afar, believing it to be a primitive world, an easy target for a quick invasion. What the Zarnak didn't know, however, was that humanity had been preparing for this day for years. A secret coalition of military leaders, scientists, and engineers had been working on a hidden project, the Earth Defense Coalition, EDC. They had been building a fleet of advanced warships, weapons, and technologies in complete secrecy. These ships were equipped with state-of-the-art cloaking devices, energy shields, and AI-guided weapons, giving them a significant advantage. The story shifts to General Marcus Stone, the leader of the EDC, overseeing the final preparations for the launch of Earth's counteroffensive. As the alien ships appear in the sky, the first of the cloaked warships, led by the Raven, the flagship of the human fleet, emerges from Earth's atmosphere. The Raven's cloaking technology makes it invisible to the alien fleet sensors, and the first strike is launched. The aliens, caught off guard, have no idea what's happening. The battle begins. Humans strike back with precision and speed, ambushing the alien fleet from all directions. The Zarnak Empire's warships, originally confident in their power, are now scrambling to respond. The humans, using their cloaked warships, launch targeted strikes, disabling the alien ships' weapons and communication systems. The aliens are stunned by humanity's unexpected resistance. The protagonist, Captain Sarah Hale, commands one of the human warships. She's a skilled pilot and a fierce leader, determined to protect Earth no matter the cost. As the battle rages on, Hale and her crew engage in intense space dogfights with the Zarnak fleet. The aliens, despite their overwhelming firepower, are outmaneuvered by the humans, who use advanced AI technology to predict enemy movements and strike at their weak points. Meanwhile, on Earth, General Stone coordinates a global resistance. Governments and militaries around the world band together, using experimental weapons and human ingenuity to push back against the alien ground forces. The battle isn't just in space, it's on the streets of Earth as well. Soldiers armed with advanced tech fight back against alien invaders, and civilians, inspired by the unexpected defense, join the fight. Despite the human advances, the aliens are relentless. The Zarnak Empire launches a counteroffensive, sending their largest warships to bombard Earth's cities, trying to break humanity's will. The humans fight back with everything they have, but the aliens are pushing hard. In a desperate attempt to turn the tide, Captain Hale leads a daring mission to board the alien flagship, the heart of the Zarnak fleet. She and a small team infiltrate the ship, navigating its dark corridors, battling alien soldiers in brutal hand-to-hand combat. Tensions run high as Hale's team fights to reach the ship's core systems. Meanwhile, back in space, the remaining human warships battle fiercely, using their superior tactics and cloaking technology to evade the alien forces. But the losses are mounting. One of the crew members, Bonner, a beloved character and trusted friend, is killed during an intense battle. His death strengthens Hale's resolve to destroy the alien invaders at any cost. In a heart-stopping final act, Captain Hale manages to disable the alien flagship's core systems with an EMP device. With their command ship disabled, the Zarnak fleet loses coordination, and the remaining alien ships are forced to retreat. Humanity's victory is hard-won but decisive. As the last of the alien ships flee into the darkness of space, Earth begins to rebuild. The cost of the battle has been high, and many lives have been lost. The surviving humans, though scarred, know they've won. Earth is safe, for now. The final scene shows Captain Hale and General Stone, standing on the bridge of the Raven, looking out over a devastated but resilient Earth. The fight for survival is over, but humanity's journey has just begun. They've shown the galaxy that humans may be the underdogs, but they are a force to be reckoned with. As the battle rages on, the humans' counterattack begins to take shape. The alien fleet, once confident in their overwhelming superiority, is now scrambling. The humans, using cloaked warships that are invisible to the alien sensors, strike from the shadows. The Zarnak commanders, who had believed Earth to be nothing more than a primitive, defenseless planet, are now faced with a surprise, a well-coordinated, highly advanced resistance. The human warships move with remarkable precision, launching sudden, unexpected strikes. They appear out of nowhere, like ghosts in the night, disabling the alien ships one by one. The Zarnak fleet is thrown into disarray as the humans use their cloaking technology to avoid being targeted. In the chaos, the alien forces begin to panic, unsure of how to fight an enemy that seems to appear and disappear at will. The idea that humans, once thought to be no more than an afterthought, could mount such an attack shakes the very foundations of the Zarnak Empire. In the midst of this unfolding battle, Captain Sarah Hale takes the lead in one of the human warships. She's a sharp, determined commander who has earned the respect of her crew. Captain Hale's ship is one of the smaller but faster vessels in the fleet, designed for agility and speed. She knows the stakes are higher than ever, and she's willing to risk everything to keep Earth safe. Her crew follows her lead as they engage in a series of high-speed space dogfights with the alien ships. These are not just simple battles, they are life-or-death struggles for survival. Hale skillfully maneuvers her ship through the chaos of space, dodging enemy fire, using the environment to her advantage, and outwitting the Zarnak pilots at every turn. The aliens, despite their advanced technology, are no match for the human superior tactical planning. The humans know how to think outside the box, something the Zarnak were not prepared for. With each battle, the humans gain more confidence, and the Zarnak commanders become more frustrated. They can't fathom how this small, primitive species could be so resourceful. In the midst of the dogfights, the human fleet deploys an army of robots and drones that swarm over the alien ships. These machines are equipped with advanced AI that allows them to hack into the alien systems, overriding their controls, and disabling key weapon systems. One by one, the alien ships begin to lose their ability to fight back. They're left vulnerable and exposed as the humans press their advantage, using their superior technology to dismantle the alien forces from within. The camera zooms in on Captain Hale's ship as she leads a daring attack against an alien destroyer. She and her crew work together seamlessly, using every trick in the book to outsmart the Zarnak. With precision and skill, they disable the destroyer's weapons and shields, leaving it helpless in the void of space. As Hale watches the ship explode in a burst of fire, her face remains calm, but her eyes are filled with determination. This is just the beginning. She knows that Earth's fate rests on her shoulders, and she's not about to give up now. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the human resistance is just as fierce. General Marcus Stone, the leader of Earth's defense, is coordinating a global resistance effort. The Zarnak may control the skies, but humanity isn't about to let them take the planet without a fight. Soldiers, armed with experimental weapons, laser rifles, energy shields, and plasma grenades, are fighting back against the alien ground forces. Every soldier, whether in a city or on a battlefield, has one goal: to push the aliens off Earth and reclaim their home. The aliens, however, are relentless. Their ground forces, though less advanced than their space fleet, are still formidable. Massive war machines stomp across Earth's surface, wreaking havoc on the cities below. But the humans, using their advanced tech and innovative strategies, fight back with everything they have. In one intense battle, a team of human soldiers takes out a giant alien war machine using a newly developed EMP device that disables its energy core. The fight is bloody, but the humans are winning small victories on the ground, one battle at a time. Despite the progress in space and on Earth, the humans know that this is just the beginning. The alien forces are still overwhelming in size, and they won't give up easily. But one thing is clear: humans won't go down without a fight. They've already proven that they are more than just underdogs, they are a force to be reckoned with. Captain Hale's warship continues to lead the charge in space, and General Stone's troops fight fiercely on Earth's surface. The battle is far from over, but for the first time since the invasion began, the Zarnak Empire is beginning to feel the weight of humanity's resistance. As the camera pans across the battlefield, both in space and on the ground, the message is clear: Earth is fighting back, and they will not surrender. This expanded version of Act 2, 2 to 4 minutes, keeps the story fast-paced and engaging, emphasizing the strategic brilliance of the humans as they surprised the advanced alien forces. The inclusion of Captain Hale's daring space battles and General Stone's ground resistance adds multiple layers of excitement and tension. The key is to maintain suspense through strategic strikes, personal moments of bravery, and the relentless pressure from both sides. This should keep your audience on the edge of their seat, eager to see how the conflict unfolds. As the battle intensifies, the Zarnak Empire's frustration grows. Their initial surprise at humanity's unexpected resistance has now turned into rage. Realizing that their fleet is being outmaneuvered and outsmarted by the humans, the Zarnak commanders decide to end the conflict once and for all. They launch a full-scale assault, sending their largest warships, massive, terrifying ships bristling with weapons, to Earth. These warships are designed for planetary destruction, and their goal is clear: bombarding Earth's cities into oblivion. The sky above Earth becomes a fiery battleground. Explosions light up the atmosphere as the alien ships open fire. Entire cities are decimated in a matter of minutes. It seems as though humanity's fight might be lost. The Raven, Captain Hale's flagship, is directly in the crosshairs of the Zarnak fleet. Its cloaking technology is no match for the sheer firepower of the alien warships, and it is soon targeted. In a desperate attempt to turn the tide, Captain Hale comes up with a risky, life-threatening plan. She orders a daring suicide mission to board the alien flagship, the heart of the Zarnak fleet. If they can disable its weapons systems, the Zarnak will lose their ability to keep bombing Earth. It's the only chance they have left. Captain Hale and her crew, knowing the odds are against them, make their way to the alien flagship in a final, desperate strike. The journey through the battlefield is intense. Bullets and energy blasts whiz by as the ship maneuvers between the massive explosions in the sky. They know this mission is a one-way trip, but they are determined to save Earth no matter the cost. Once they breach the alien flagship, the team faces the most difficult part of the mission: getting through the heavily fortified corridors to the ship's weapons control room. The alien soldiers, though less familiar with their own ship's layout than the humans, are formidable opponents. They put up a fierce defense, and soon, Captain Hale and her team are forced to engage in brutal close-quarters combat with the alien soldiers. The air is thick with tension as human soldiers, using their advanced combat gear and weapons, fight against the Zarnak. The clang of swords, the screech of metal, and the hiss of energy weapons fill the air. Captain Hale is in the thick of it, determined to reach the control room. Her crew fights valiantly, but it is clear that the cost of this mission will be high. In the middle of the chaos, a tragic loss shakes the team. Bonner, a well-loved character and a trusted member of Captain Hale's crew, is killed during a vicious firefight. His death hits everyone hard. Bonner had been with Hale since the early days of the war, a friend, a brother in arms. His loss adds an emotional weight to the mission, and it stirs something deep within Hale. Her grief fuels her determination, and she pushes forward, her focus now sharper than ever. She can't afford to fail, not after losing someone so close. As they reach the heart of the flagship, Hale and her team are met with an overwhelming force of alien soldiers. The fight is brutal. Hale's crew, exhausted and battered, faces one last stand against the Zarnak, but they know the mission must succeed. As Hale reaches the weapons control room, she plants the EMP device, which will disable the alien ship's weapons and give the human fleet a fighting chance. Just as they are about to escape, the ship shakes violently. The EMP device is activated, sending a pulse through the alien flagship that disables its entire weapons system. The Zarnak flagship goes dark, unable to fire on Earth anymore. The human crew, wounded and broken, watches as their victory becomes a reality. Outside the ship, the human fleet seizes the opportunity. The remaining warships, now free from the threat of orbital bombardment, launch a final coordinated attack against the alien fleet. Without the flagship's support, the Zarnak ships are easily overwhelmed. The humans destroy the remaining alien warships one by one. With the last of the alien ships destroyed, the battle above Earth finally comes to an end. The human forces, battered but victorious, begin to regroup. Earth has been saved, but at a heavy cost. The scene shifts back to Captain Hale, standing alone on the bridge of the Raven. The victory is bittersweet. Bonner's death, along with the loss of many other soldiers, weighs heavily on her. But the humans have shown the galaxy something important. They may have been the underdogs, but they are not to be underestimated. The final moments are quiet but powerful as Hale looks out over the devastated planet, knowing that the fight for Earth was worth every sacrifice. She glances at the crew, all of them survivors of the most intense battle humanity has ever faced. They may have lost friends and comrades, but they've won the war. Earth stands, and humanity's place in the galaxy is now firmly established. As the camera pulls back, revealing the stars above and the battered but resilient Raven, the message is clear: Earth has faced the impossible and emerged victorious, but this victory is only the beginning of a new chapter for humanity. This expanded version adds emotional depth and tension, making sure every part of the story is gripping and keeps the audience engaged. The loss of Bonner adds a heavy emotional moment that motivates Captain Hale, and the detailed space and ground combat sequences help build the intensity of the final act. The victory feels earned and hard-won, with the emotional and tactical stakes escalating throughout the act. The final moments of the battle come crashing down as Captain Hale makes her last move. Inside the heart of the alien flagship, she stands before the control panel, her hand trembling slightly from exhaustion but steady with determination. The EMP device, a small but powerful piece of technology, is her last hope. It's a gamble, but it's the only chance to stop the alien invaders and turn the tide of the war. With a final glance at her team, she activates the device. The EMP pulse blasts through the alien flagship, sending shockwaves through its core systems. The once mighty warship shudders, its control systems going dark as the lights flicker out one by one. For a moment, everything is still, then the flagship begins to break apart. Its shields drop, its weapons go offline, and it's no longer a threat to Earth. The heart of the Zarnak fleet is crippled, and the command ship is lost. As the alien flagship falls into chaos, the remaining Zarnak ships begin to panic. They had relied on their superior command vessel to lead their attacks, but now their forces are leaderless and scattered. The human fleet, seizing the moment, launches a final, decisive attack. The once feared alien warships, now blind and vulnerable, are picked off one by one. The Zarnak soldiers try to regroup, but it's too late. The human fleet strikes with precision, and the alien forces are either destroyed or forced into retreat. Back on Earth, the skies, once dark with the presence of the alien armada, begin to clear. The fires that had ravaged the cities slowly die down, and the rumbling of distant explosions fades away. The human victory is undeniable, Earth has been saved. But the cost is heavy. The battle has taken its toll on both the land and the people. The remnants of humanity's once proud cities now lay in ruins. Buildings are reduced to rubble, and the land is scarred by the devastation left behind. The camera slowly pans across the wreckage, showing the battered remnants of Earth's cities, now eerily silent. The warships that had once filled the skies are now reduced to a few scattered survivors, floating in orbit, their hulls scarred and damaged from the fierce fighting. The human fleet is vastly diminished, but the survivors stand resolute. They may have lost ships, soldiers, and cities, but Earth is still theirs. Captain Hale and General Stone stand together, looking out over the devastated planet. Their faces are worn, their bodies bruised and bloodied, but their eyes are filled with a quiet strength. The weight of their victory is heavy, but they know it was a victory that cost them everything. Bonner's death, the loss of so many good soldiers, is a bitter reminder of the price of war. But Earth is still standing. The fight is far from over, but humanity has proven that they are not to be underestimated. General Stone speaks quietly, his voice hoarse. We've won this battle. But the war is far from over. His gaze drifts over the horizon, his thoughts clearly turned to the future. There will be more challenges, more threats. But for now, Earth is free. They have survived the alien invasion, and the human spirit remains unbroken. Captain Hale nods in agreement, her eyes fixed on the sky above. We've shown them what we're made of. Earth's future isn't written in the stars just yet, it's written by us. We will rebuild. We will rise again. Her words are a promise, not just to Stone, but to every soldier and civilian who fought to save their world. The fire that burns within her will not fade, and she will lead humanity into whatever comes next. The camera lingers on the two leaders as they stand side by side, looking out over the remnants of Earth, knowing that their work is far from done. The war may be over, but the future is still uncertain. Will more alien forces come? Will Earth be able to rebuild? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, humanity is now a force to be reckoned with. They have faced the impossible and come out victorious. The camera pulls back slowly, showing Earth from space. The planet is scarred but resilient, with small pockets of life already beginning to flourish in the aftermath of the destruction. Far in the distance, the stars twinkle as if inviting humanity to reach for them. And then, the final shot, a close-up of Captain Hale's face. Her expression is hard, determined, and unyielding. The faintest hint of a smile tugs at the corner of her lips. Earth may have been broken, but it is far from defeated. Humanity has won this battle, but the war for their future is only just beginning. The stars are no longer a distant dream. They are humanity's next challenge, and they are ready to face whatever comes next. This expanded resolution wraps up the story with both action and emotional depth, offering a satisfying conclusion to the battle while leaving room for future conflict. The focus on the aftermath, the emotional weight of the victory, and the sense of hope for the future ensures that the story ends on a high note, but with an understanding that the journey is far from over. The closing shot of Captain Hale's determination sets the stage for potential sequels, keeping the audience intrigued about what lies ahead.